Wednesday, 420 in the Room podcast with Shaun Shubert and Mike White. Talking No Boundary 14 this Saturday night, April 23rd, Melrose Memorial Hall in Melrose, Mass. Holy shit, I said that without a stutter, and it's 420, my friends. Welcome to the room once again, guys. Do we have sound? Let me see. First of all, let me see.
A good sound. Volume check. We're on there.
There is. I sound sexy, Shaun.
It's because you were up close to the mic.
Yes, that's what I said.
say
Get
that.
on that, baby. Get on that,
did
baby.
say that.
That's
So
why he got the mic.
I just like to say, everyone, I got some new equipment in here. I got all new mics, got a couple of webcams going. I got to replace one because it's not to my specs. But I got a bunch of shit going on here, guys, for the show, for you guys.
Great.
My guys. Every time you come in here, I try to
New
dazzle it up
stuff.
a little more for
It's
you.
very high tech in here. I really appreciate it.
So, Shaun, man, it's not about you tonight. It's about this guy. But
That's true.
He does-
I like that.
He does come
Dodging
from your
bullets.
gym.
Yeah.
You are his coach, and a big to-do coming this Saturday night, man. You have a big title fight, Mike.
I do.
Big title fight, Mike.
That I do.
Let's a little bit talk about the journey to get to this title fight. You've been asking for it since the last win, maybe a win before that, but you've been finishing people in there in that ring for No Boundary, Lion Fight, some smokers around the area, out of state. What's going on, man? You fucking killer.
I mean, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I've been doing okay for myself, and yeah, like we talked last time. I thought I haven't really seen that many spectacular 35ers going crazy like lately. So I figured I'd throw it out there. If I happen to get this next win, maybe a title shot. You know what I mean? And here it is.
Well, the kid that you're facing here is this. Has he fought for No Boundary before? Do we know about him? Is this going to be his first walk in the park for No Boundary?
I think this is his first No Boundary. He's coming from Pennsylvania, we said?
Yes.
Yeah. He's coming from Pennsylvania. I think it's his first No Boundary. He's a 2-3 fighter. He's been training a long time. Done some work overseas. It looks like we've done some digging, trying to catch him. He's definitely got a solid traditional Muay Thai background. Looks like he's done a few bouts overseas. Some amateur stuff over here maybe. But we're looking forward to a good challenge. It'll be Mike's second 5-round fight. He won a local title for Wishers a little while back, and we're looking to step up the arena, step up the promotion, step up the crowd, amp it up a little bit. And No Boundary had the vacant belt, so we shot for an interim title and granted such. So we're excited. We're excited for a real test, for a real 5-round challenge.
Well, I have the poster up here from No Boundary. I am on their Instagram, and it looks like a fucking amazing card as far as the
card's
talent.
stacked.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the card is definitely stacked. If you're a Muay Thai fan, definitely a card to come check out for sure.
Is this pro and amateur or all
I think it's
amateur?
all amateurs.
Yes. Elbow pads, elbows
Yeah, this
are
will be
allowed
the
in here.
first. Well, so the rule is going to be, at least for this show, if it's your first fight, they're still doing no elbows, but everybody else, obviously including the title fights, are going to have elbows. So they're going to have elbow pads for all the amateur fighters, and then pretty sure that across the board in Massachusetts from here on out, they're going to allow elbows for all amateurs.
Excellent, my man. Well, No Boundary. I mean, they are leading the way for the Muay Thai, amateur Muay Thai in New England and the East Coast. I mean, they put on a great show. It's no doubt it's going to be sold out there. Mike, what do do you take a crowd? I know you take a crowd with you, but this is
Yeah.
a special fight here, biggest fight to date. What kind of you're the only guy fighter on the nighttime card that's at Red Seal.
Right,
What
right.
kind of? So it's all about you. Who you got? You got a few fans coming your way. Like
Yeah.
you must be picking them up along the way, man. You're just knocking people out in there.
Yeah, there's always I always have like that group of friends that always come out and support, which is nice. And then if people tag along, people talk to each other and they want to come show support, which I always appreciate. But yeah, and it's always a good time. Like regardless of the outcome of the fight, you always like having noise with you. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it definitely plays a role when you're in there having support out in the crowd, and it makes it a better time. You know what I mean? And of course, the classic group from Red Seal, they always come out and support everybody that fights, which is awesome.
Well, you have one female on the day portion, the kid portion, right? Correct.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, on the junior card in the morning. No Boundaries doing another kids card from 12 o'clock till I think 2, and they close it up for a couple hours and then they'll start the night card. Ava J's fighting from our gym during the day. We tried to get one of our other fighters, Aaliyah Dorval, on the kids card too. She's been training her tail off. She's Ava's main training partner, and we've been kind of scouring the lands to get her a fight too. But it's tough around where the kids are just starting to pick up steam in the area.
Well, No Boundary has given him the platform to do that and all. As far as the training and all that, are you beating up these women, Mike? Are they your kind of spar partners that you get to? I'm sure
Well,
you're teaching them too,
right,
but
right.
yeah,
And
you're roughing them up, getting them ready. I mean, you're the next. I mean, they're that next group that could come up and be you. So
Oh
you
my God.
you beat. I'm sure he
Right.
was smacking you around in the beginning.
Right, yeah, and I'm glad I can be there to like give them work. You know what I mean? Get not necessarily beat them up. There's always those days. We always push each other a little bit, but I'm glad I can be there to push them to try their absolute hardest and just keep upgrading. You know what I mean? That's how it still is. Obviously for me, I want to go with people way better than me, and I get roughed up sometimes. Yeah, but that's how you upgrade. I'm glad I can do that for them. They might not be the happiest in the moment when I'm doing it, but
They appreciate it afterwards, man. Afterwards. So 5-round, 2-minute rounds, right? 5-round, 2-minute rounds here. Have you fight 3 rounds. You haven't fought for a title at all in your amateur career so far, right? Or have you?
I did at Wishes.
At Wishes. Was
Yeah.
that a 5-round fight?
It was. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you have gone the distance before.
Right.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought you had all KOs in your like 7-0, 8-0 record. So what was that, like your third fight or something? Like who'd you go against that you
That was Jaden Wyatt.
I don't know him by
He was the one that fought. He fought Nick Rossi at Wishes.
boxer. Oh well, kickboxing kid or a boxer kid,
Yeah, yeah,
more of a
Yep.
a boxer kid,
Yep,
right?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
boxing was
Did he
really,
beat Nick
really
Rossi?
good.
Or-
I think they both went 1-1.
I think I was at both of their smokers. One of them, I think they were done in Pawtucket or
One of
in
them they
Providence,
did
right?
one of them they did in Rhode Island.
Yep.
Well, they're both in Rhode Island. One of them
Yep.
they did at the boxing gym in the upstairs place. The other one they did at Gillette's.
And Gillette's is when Nick beat him, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I have
do
that
believe-
recorded. That
I
is on my
believe that's the
YouTube.
one.
I think he had fatigue. He had like army fatigue shorts on. Look at I'm fucking trying to think. I'm gonna go find that fucking video in
It was
a
a
minute,
good
man.
fight.
Yeah,
Both
really
of them
good fight.
fights.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick's fucking something else, man.
He's a tough kid, man.
What is he? What weight is he? 145, 150, 145, something like that. He's fighting Zach. You fought Zach,
Yeah,
right?
a little
Zach
smoker.
Converse.
Yeah.
So them guys are, I mean, that's a big Nick making his amateur debut. That's
that's a big move.
huge for No Boundary to do that, man, and no and Hard Knocks Muay Thai and stuff like that,
Yeah.
dude.
Give me a good fight.
Dude,
Yeah, they could scrap.
it's a big night. It's a big night. So
Yeah.
as far as you getting work, is it all at Red Seal? Do you bring him other places at all? Like I know you go to spar on Lausanne's, or do you ever bring him with you
Yeah,
that
he's
way?
been down to Lausanne's with me. We've been going to FAF naturally, and then on Mondays for this camp, we've been going up to Sigatong. We've been working with Chip and Andreas, all the regular faces over at Slippery Pete's over there. Andy and Mark have been gracious enough to come there and work out with their guys and be extremely welcoming. So it's really nice.
Excellent, my man. Well, Sean, let's change avenues from No Boundary. We'll get back to that, and I'll get to their Instagram. But Sean, you have something going on as far as a huge thing coming at your gym. As far as let's talk about it. May 7th. I'm gonna put that up right now. But you got a guest seminar,
Yeah.
big name coming in, man. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So May 7th, like you said, we're flying in Nate Corbett. Nathan Carnage Corbett is 11-time world champion. He's done everything from K1, Glory, world titles all overseas. From Australia, lives in LA now, commentates for Lion Fights. He's just a real savage type of fighter, the type of fighter that we aspire to be at our gym. And he teaches a lot on different mindsets as well as the golden elbow seminars and all the carnage strike and stuff, but a lot of it is mindset and just the way that he talks even in the pre-fight interviews, when we're just kind of shooting the breeze and he's getting to know me and you know talking about this, talking about strategies and what we're going to do and how we game plan and it's just a nice little sit down. We do weigh-ins for the commentators to kind of get some color on the fighters. So just getting to hear his side of things and listen to the way he talks and following him on Instagram and seeing little snippets of how he teaches his class, how he teaches his seminars, and even the way he attacks life. With just that absolute winning type of mindset, which is what you're trying to always pass on to guys that are competing and people that are coming to your gym just to better their lives, whether it's to be winning in fitness or be winning in business or any kind of personal matters. Just kind of grabbing the bull by the horns, and it's an important message to get out. To hear somebody that's at such a high level say that to you, it kind of resonates a lot more than when I say it to them. You know what I mean?
Well, I know you made a post that tickets are going fast for him and stuff like that. As far as Lion Fight, do we know anything? I mean, not to change the subject there, but they got a card. Don't they have a card overseas? Like, what's going on? Your last fight was for them. What's
December.
going on with you as far as your Muay Thai career here? That's basically how you guys got really close. Was from that last fight.
Yep.
You guys were going back and forth on social media. I mean, you had a lot of friggin' highlight reel kind of
Yep.
fun stuff there.
His
Anything?
commentating was
Yeah. Well, you exciting them in there,
man,
sure. You know what I mean?
He made me excited listening to it. I could just not even watch the fight and just listen to him call the fight the whole time. It was gold. But yeah, it was a fun fight. Obviously, like you said, a lot of highlight reel stuff, and then we just sort of started gabbing back and forth, and every now and then you're sitting around. I'm always thinking of things. What can I do with my gym? Team building exercises and where can we go? Different outings outside the gym to kind of spread that kind of communal thing. And same kind of idea here is I would like to bring somebody in that's gonna be able to hit the Muay Thai community around here. So, other gyms have been helping me spread the word. Other fighters have been helping me spread the word. It's really cool to have somebody that caliber come in local. Um, if you think about it, for 3 hours with the guy is short money. So, with your notebooks, come with your questions. If you're just even a fan of the sport, you don't even have to be a fighter. Just somebody that's really into it and wants to meet, a Muay Thai rock star. That's it's kind of cool to just be able to have him in there and be able to offer that for the community.
I think I'm gonna go meet him. No, I met him at a lion fight and
Right on,
stuff,
yeah.
but not in a personal way.
Right,
just
right,
like a kind of
right.
like, hey, how
Yeah,
was it?
yeah, I
Nice
mean,
job.
look, even
But yeah, I think I'm gonna head down there and check it out.
even
Fucking-
though we got spots to fill and we like to pack the house. I mean, even so, to have 30 or 40 people in there is still a small enough setting where it's very personalized. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that.
Hey, dudes, while you guys are talking and shit, man, I'm over here having a ball here with. I'm like my own Jamie. Can you guys see me? Now I got the camera up there, which this is the one I have to replace because it is not as good as the other one. So, but I'm loving. I'm just gonna like everyone. Hey, this is my fucking. No, I look at that. This is my moment for a second. Let me go through every screen here. So, this is the main one that I use on my interviews, call-ins and stuff like that. I just Skype them into this box, make it smaller, change things. But, when you guys in the room, this is the main one I usually use and don't touch. But now I'm learning a few things, getting some things going on. And then I got this one that pops to you guys. So they don't have to look at my big nose and shit like that. Like you guys are talking like down the line, I'm going to split this open, down the line. So it just goes to one or the other. So they don't have to look at you. But I need a Jamie. Let's go to the next one. This is the one up there. Motherfuckers, man. 420, man.
Joe
Fucking. And then the last one would be this one. This last one would be this one where I could go to everyone's social media. I could go to videos, YouTube. I can go to anything, porn, whatever the fuck we want.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
I can go, Jamie, can you pull that up right here?
Oh,
You
There
go,
it
baby,
Hey,
is in the
you go.
house right there, man. So look at how that fucking works. And then I can go right here. And then we're back. I'm so happy right there, man. So with that said, I want to make a plea out there. Let's get a Jamie in this room. Do you have a personality? Are you funny? Do you, can you relate to me? Let's get a kid in here and press buttons just like that. Like he'd be pressing right now.
He clicked the mouse.
Do something. Click the fucking mouse for me, people.
Yes.
I need a mouse clicker.
Yeah, you do.
All the pot you want
Really?
that night. You're not going home with shit. Believe me. You're smoking it there, and that's it. Whatever you don't is staying there for next week. So with that said, I need
We fill a lot of applications. That way.
I think I can. Pot
sure.
included. Beers and pot included. I do have.
Said they're warm.
I got a couple of warm
You
Miller
said they're
Lights, right?
warm.
Well, not so warm. I'm gonna have one, by the way. Sean, you don't want a warm
No, I
beer.
can't-
You
I
can't do
can't.
that. You're in train. You might have a short
Might have a
notice
fight
fight
coming
next
up,
week.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Sean, before I get back to this kid, we did talk about a lion fight. That was your last fight. Any opportunities? I know you're shopping around. I know
We have been shopping.
what's going
I've
on.
been putting myself out there like a $2 hooker. It's been unreal. I can't get anybody to fight. We've been talking to everybody. Bare knuckle boxing, Warriors Cup, lion fights, you name it. Putting the word out. People in California, people down south. Like I said, shopping around, but
What are they afraid of? Like what?
I don't
This
know.
usually happens
You
with
know, I don't know if
amateurs.
it's
You know what I mean?
afraid.
It's
I don't-
usually
I
amateur.
don't
No one
really
wants to
know.
like, but dude, you're like someone. Why wouldn't somebody want to fight? I mean, getting a fucking fist fight with Sean, man. You're gonna be a star, whether you beat him to a pulp or whatever. I mean, you put on exciting fights, man. Why doesn't someone want to get in there and fucking? Why doesn't a promotion give you somebody? What's going on, Mike?
I'm really
Let's
not
go.
sure.
I
I'm
could
really not sure.
You got Doomsday Howard as a trainer pod. You got fucking Sean Graham that's out there like trying to get your shit out there, man.
Yeah.
Nobody can get you a can just to beat up for the next fight. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's not really something that
you want?
we look at.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, my first 3 fights were all against real high level tough guys.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to just go in and beat up a bum and you know. To me, obviously, you know, I like getting paid. But I like fighting more than I like doing any of it. You know, and it's always in the back of my mind that I'm doing it for my gym. I'm doing it for, you know, to get my name out there, to get, you know, recognition and notoriety for my gym, and to let people know, like, hey, you know, we're up here, we're banging with the big dogs, and you know, I'll fight a big name. I'll fight a hard fight. You know, I don't know.
There's no boundary. Do they have pro?
Noboundary does do pros. It's just been kind of more or less timing, you know. They did offer me to look at something 2 no boundaries ago, but I had Mike fighting, I had Anthony fighting, I had 3 or 4 kids fighting.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a long day, and when I get focused in camp, I like to be focused on myself. You know, it's kind of the catch-22 of being a coach and a fighter at the same time, right? Like, you'd like to be able to do all of it, but at some point, when you're fighting hard fights and trying to make bigger moves, you got to be selfish as a fighter. And you know, at least I know that as a coach, on days where it's their day, I'm the coach and I'm focused on them 100%. It's, you know, when I fight, I'm focused on me 100%. Always just been kind of my rule of thumb. So
Well, as we're going through your Instagram here, Shaun, and like you said, I mean, it's the gym. I mean, if you fight because you love it, but you fight also because you're trying to market yourself in the gym and get that all out there, like you said. And then you have these kids that you could, you know, down the line, some of them like Mike, have a career in it down the line. You have that, you pave them away, and you know, you have that fan base. Oh my God, I'm in here. That's fucking awesome.
yeah, buddy,
How'd that just happen? I didn't fucking know that was coming up, man. That's when I was handsome.
you're a popular guy.
No,
You've
fucking
been around since the beginning.
shit. I'm going back to fucking Christmas now on your Instagram.
Yeah,
Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Do we have the spinning back fist here and like?
Might be a little highlight reel there.
Oh yeah. I
Might
made
as well.
so many fucking memes on that fucking video right there, Shaun. Oh yeah, that is the highlight thing right there.
Got a lot of love.
I think there's a
love on this
spinning
highlight
back
reel.
fist coming somewhere. Oh, nice.
With the spinning back is on this one.
You just fucking manhandled that guy. Is this the beginning of it? Oh, just another angle. That's fucking dude.
It's a good loop, Steve.
Yeah, that's
a good
fucking
loop
nice.
you
It
got
is
going
good
on.
right there, right there. It's going over, right? We already saw
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right. All right, we saw that. Let me get out of there. And let's get the mic. What's this? How far is this? Oh, we're in December. Like I said, get me out of here.
All right, you're out of your mind.
Get me out of here. Oh, let me just get your logo in there. Everyone's look with presents and everything.
Nice. Nice.
Fucking Shaun does all that fucking shit. That's awesome. Oh my God.
You're the technology man.
Yeah, I mean, I see a shit. I love it. Like he does a bunch of. I mean, he's just, you know, making his own. He's making his ads for the
I got
gym.
nothing else to do, but
Yeah, I mean,
make
you know what I
ads
mean.
for the gym,
Why
you
not,
know?
man?
And
It's
just-
part
I'm
of
out
it's
here
part of
just making
marketing
reels.
yourself.
I'm on Instagram.
It's fucking
Just
awesome.
living my best life, you know. Trying to get a blue check mark. If anybody knows how to get one of them things, just holler at me. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I'll never get one, man. I lose fucking like I'll gain like 5 followers in a day
You're
just
in
because.
Facebook jail too much to
Yeah,
get anything.
yeah, I can't keep the same fans. Like my other page, the ambassador one, like that's that's a shit post one. That'll always be there. When I get kicked off Facebook, that'll still be there because I think there's like 7 ghost accounts that are attached to it that I don't have access to anymore. It just, so it'll stay there. But yeah, it is what
Hacked
it
by
is.
Russian bots, bro.
Fucking no. That's one thing I don't get hacked. I don't get
Never
hacked.
gets
That's one
hacked?
never get fucking. I have like I know what I'm doing. These other kids that fucking crypto or whatever, their Instagrams are getting hacked every other day because I don't know what they're doing, giving their accounts out or giving their passwords out by accident and whatever, but it's just weird. So let's get to this man right here, man. As far as your opponent, do we talk about what you know about him or what you're gonna do to this kid?
Um, I don't know too much about him. We always try to do our homework the best we can, but I do know he's got some experience. It's gonna be a banger, that's for sure. 'Cause, I'm sure he's coming to fight. I'm coming to fight, and I plan on bringing that thing home with me, but it's gonna be a good fight nonetheless. I know he's got a lot of experience, so it's definitely gonna be a good one. For
Do
the
you
crowd especially.
you have footage on him from any of these fights? And
Yeah, there's like snippets on his Instagram and
so is he more? I mean, is that traditional?
traditional
Like,
Muay
yeah.
Thai, very traditional look.
So as far as you, Mike, what do you call your style? Like, what do you call your style of fighting? As far as you can, you know, fill in.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a kickboxing style. A lot of Western boxing aspects to it. You know, I got a deep background in karate and classical martial arts, so it just comes out in my things that I teach, the way that I teach.
Mhm.
So
And I feel like we implement a lot of the good, techniques of Muay Thai too. Whether it's like, like something as simple as like a check and a kick. A lot of people tend to not do that, but we do a lot of Muay Thai technique as well too. So I feel like
it's a good hybrid.
Is it's a good hybrid. I like that on 420 people. It's a good hybrid. So as far as his style or your style that you bring to him, what's the difference? Is it the pace? Is it what's the difference in there as far as like the traditional Muay Thai, and is it like in your eyes?
Traditional Muay Thai has a lot of different styles, even within it, right? So you got guys that are heavy punchers trying to be knockout artists. You got guys that are slick using heavy kicks. You got guys that are heavy clinching, right? So you have to you have to blend all those things to be all around, right? But inherently, you're going to be naturally good at one of these type of mindsets. You're going to have certain type of abilities because of your body mechanics, and just in my personal opinion, it's it's better to allow fighters to use their natural abilities and flourish at what they're good at, right? And kind of just sand away the rough edges of the things that they need to work on. And you know, it's gonna be a process either way, right? But again, it's just my opinion. If somebody comes in with natural ability and you try to force them down one of these traditional type of avenues, sometimes it's unnatural for them, and you're gonna kind of break them down to build them back up. Again, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. It's how I was taught, and it's some of the stuff that I like to pass on to my fighters, right? So that's, I think, the biggest difference between not just what I'm doing at my gym, but what you know other cats are doing all over the place, right? Everybody has their own style or their own tradition or their own art that they are passing along and preserving and so on and so forth, right? So I just think that again, the the way that I approach it is different in that way where I have certain things that I would like to give to people as far as mechanics and techniques and abilities and or whatever, but everybody has different timelines of when they're going to do those things or some people might already have them when they get to me, right? So to take them away and show them my way of doing it might not be natural for
Yeah.
them. So
As far as scoring, there's a big because Cage Titans has Combat Night and there's Muay Thai there. You know, some coaches, oh, they don't know how to score. This like you don't want to leave it in the hands of the judges, but what is in your eyes like? How do you score Muay Thai? What is the most important? What scores more than other things? Because
Well,
some have misconceptions
there
of
is
what's going on.
there are ways to score Muay Thai, and there are ways to score boxing, and there are ways to score MMA. The I think the discrepancies start to become that traditionalists are looking for certain things where guys that are used to watching MMA fights are looking at different aspects of it, and a lot of it too is your what your perspective is, right? Like ring control or ring generalship or cage dominance or whatever you want to call it, but controlling that space in the ring or the octagon is a big part of scoring. But that's how you perceive it to be, right? So there is a 5 round fight. You're getting a score 1 to 10, and they add that all up at the end of it, and that's the score. It's how you score the cards, right? But what you consider to be a powerful shot, the guy that's sitting over here might see it at a different angle and might say it didn't look as powerful to me, and he might score it differently than you, and you know that's where some of the gray areas are. Again, that's a lot of what my opinion is. I'm not a judge. I don't know
Yeah.
what they're seeing or what they're looking at or how they're scoring it, and um, but there are different governing bodies that are scoring these fights, right? No Boundary brings in a different governing body to be judges than Cage Titans,
Yeah.
for example, right? So that's you go to a show that's scoring it more traditional Muay Thai, you're gonna have to fight that type of fight. You're gonna have to score those type of points unless
Do
you're
you adapt like all right? So going into No Boundary
you have
compared
to
to
know
like,
that stuff. Of
so
course.
you have to like that's a game plan. Listen, we're in a different. We have to.
That's
Yeah.
that. I
Okay.
mean, look. I mean, if you're doing your homework as a coach or as a fighter, you wanna you wanna stack the chips
Yeah.
the best way you possible, right? So yeah, do we want to finish a fight and take it away from the judges completely? Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, you got to say, hey, look, like you're fighting in a cage instead of a ring. You're fighting with you know this kind of eye on you versus that kind of judging or whatever it is, and of course you take that into account no matter where you go, even being the guy that's traveling out of state or out of the country, right? I go somewhere else to fight, I gotta know, like, hey, is this guy from out of state too? Am I the hometown hero? Am
Yeah.
I, you know what I mean? Do I have that kind of wiggle room? Like, that's good. That's just good planning and good stuff to know. I mean, is it the whole plan? No, but it's definitely part of the repertoire, part of the homework.
Well, speaking of home team, you are going to be the home guy here, bro. Protecting your house here. Is there any I mean this is you've been in there you a bunch of times now. Nerves, any more added pressure like biggest fight coming, title fight, fighting your biggest opponent to date. Is there any added pressure to you, or I mean, do you treat it as how do you treat it? Fun? Is this going to be work? Like, how do you go about it?
Yeah, I feel like going through the process, having fun with it, it definitely it relieves some of the pressure. But I like to take it seriously. I like to prepare myself mentally while going through the camp. You know what I mean? And yeah, like the pressure, it's usually always there because the more experience you get, the more experienced fighters you get to fight. You know what I mean? So it's all part of the process. But yeah, no, I like preparing myself beforehand. So when I get to that moment that I was envisioning, weeks beforehand, I have an idea of how to handle the nerves and the pressure. You know what I mean? It's a different fight every time, different environment, whatever. But um, yeah, no, there's always like that little pressure, for every fight. But I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at handling it. That's what comes with experience, right?
Yeah. Well, you seem like you're your mind's on the prize every time I see you in there, man. Is
Trying to keep it on the
Yeah, I
prize.
mean, it's all business. You know what I mean? I haven't seen you shook in a fight yet. Like as far as like he's like a robot, a
Yeah.
fluent robot, like just after a mission to seek and destroy. It's pretty cool to watch. I mean, because it seems like as the fight goes on, you just like you just become a different person as it goes on. Like you ruthless. You just like
Yeah.
what goes on. Does it take you a little while to? I mean, because you're
Well,
putting a hurting on these people when they're It seems like they're just in quicksand at a point. Like is that the
yeah,
game plan? Are you doing that from round one? We just don't know what's happening. You know what I mean?
not necessarily. I feel like maybe even when I get like after the rounds go on and the fight goes on, I just get comfortable in there. You know what I mean? And I'm feeling the fight out the way it goes. And it's become easier to do that with every fight. You know what I mean? And there's no specific game plan to go out there and throw all these spins and whatever. But if
They're there. I see them.
if they're there, might
He's
as
in
well throw 'em.
quicksand. I'm taking him out. What goes on? I mean, as far as you, Sean, you're on the other side here. It's one thing coaching the kids during the day and stuff like it's all fun, but this kid's in a fucking war, fights. You know what I mean? What's going through your mind? I mean, I know what's going through your mind, and I can hear it in the corners in between rounds and shit. And that has a lot to do with picking up the pace and putting the hurting on because these guys are
Right.
giving you direction in between there
Right.
and stuff like that. But what's going through your mind, Sean, when you're watching this kid do this, and you got to change this or that? Like, what's going? Like, I mean, to watch you do it and hear you, it's fucking great.
Well,
Like
the,
all you hear is Sean in there
It's really
screaming.
hard not to hear him. Just travel.
I've been lucky to be there for the last few fights, but the last two Lion fights, we were on the same card together, which again, I said before, normally is a no-no for me. But Sean Graham takes real good care of me. Dooms is always there. Tony Physical is always there helping us out. So with the right people in the corner, everybody's pulling their weight, and even at lion fights, it's hard for me to stay out back and not watch this kid fight, right? Like even if he wasn't my kid, it's just so entertaining. He's just so explosive and exciting to watch, anyways. But the training regimen that I like to put these guys through is definitely one of endurance and having the ability to give it 110% for 5 rounds, even if you don't need to, right? So we were just kind of having these little talks of what we're gonna be saying to each other, what we're gonna be looking out to listen for and look for, you studying what kind of little film we could on this kid and what kind of responses we're gonna look for, and just to be his extra set of eyes from a different perspective from the outside. Right? Sometimes you get a little too close when you're in the action, when you're in the thick of it. So it's just really my job to give him the tools to be able to operate and for him to be able to listen and navigate through that while, in real time. And if we need to make adjustments, we'll do it in the corner, and that's that. I mean, this kid puts in the work. He's ready to fight. He's got the skills. He's got the talent. He's got all the tools to win this fight. Fairly confident.
Excellent, my man. Excellent, excellent. I cannot wait, brother. It's what is it? Wednesday night. Weigh-ins is Friday.
Friday. Yep.
135.
Yes, sir.
How's everything going this week as far as, of course you're gonna say great and stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah, it's
how's
going
the body feeling?
good.
Good.
Good. It's going the way I planned it.
I tried not to eat in here tonight or anything like that. You know what I mean? Even though I have some peanuts like staring at you right there, man. You probably eat them shell and all at this point, right?
You know,
Like,
but-
all right. So here it is. It's Wednesday night, right? Would you get to like at this point? What do you get to put in your body as far as food, water, up until like what goes in your body? Nothing tonight, probably.
Right. I stay light stuff for the most part. Just staying light. Not starving myself, but staying hydrated,
Yeah,
Or
it's not like an MMA like a lot of these MMA guys cut 15, 20 pounds fight a
Right.
week. So it's not crazy shit like that, right?
Yeah, I'm not far off from 35,
All
so
right,
it's not
so,
it's not
yeah.
a serious cut.
You got to stay away from McDonald's burger. Not that you do
Right.
that,
right.
but
And
you know what I mean.
off I camp, I might dabble in a little bit of that.
Yeah. So you just got to stay away from all that shit, man.
Yeah. Still eat, but eat clean.
All right.
That's
So
what I
cool.
try
So
to
you're
do.
not killing yourself to
Right.
get there, man.
Right. It's not bad at all.
Excellent, man. Is that the way? Is that where you're going to be fighting at all? How old are you?
I just turned 22.
So you're still growing in some point. I mean, he still can
Yeah, he'll
put muscle
start to
on
get
and stuff
bigger,
as
bro.
he like goes. So, so is that I don't know how Muay Thai works as far as weight classes and stuff like that, but is it like is it 135 to another weight? Is it just 135 right there?
Again, you're looking at different promotions.
Okay.
They're gonna match make different ways. Some people are gonna use the weight class system where you got like, 131 to 135.
Yeah, like a 4 or 5
136
thing.
to-
Yeah.
Some people are gonna do catch weights, especially at the amateur level where you're just trying to find fights and just trying to get experience. And guys will catch at weights, and guys will, make deals just to have a scrap.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, especially at this level and stuff like it. We've seen it. I've seen it's happened to you at weigh-ins and shit like that. You know what I mean? Stuff changes at a dime, but you got to keep the fight going. And sometimes, you're prepared. You've done everything, and the other guys, not. And that gives them maybe a tiny bit of edge. But you got to keep going. You got to get the fight. Let it go. But it sucks, man. You just punish them even more in there, man. Fuck, man. So, all right, just a couple more questions. Shit. Wednesday night. You came from training tonight. What was practice like tonight? Couple days out of. What'd you do tonight? Go over game plan. Just light,
Yeah.
running around a little bit.
Right. Just moving around, staying loose. Stretching.
You kind of on your own, doing your own thing.
Yeah.
In your own head now at this point.
Right.
know,
Just
yeah.
mentally preparing myself for what's about to be going down this weekend. I've had talks with him. Game plan, mental things. You know what I mean? Just preparation, moving around, little tiny little sweat going. But other than that, just chilling and getting ready to put on a fight.
Tony Physical. We haven't mentioned him. Well, you did mention him, but he's coming off a win. He had a win. Where was that? Another state? Where was that?
Yeah, we're in New York. The Bronx?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the Bronx. Oh man, Three Kings promotion, I think it was. Guy named Crew Willie been putting on fights in that area for
Is that right?
30 years. Yep.
It's not the black. Is it a black dude? He doesn't. There's a
he's
promotional
Spanish-
kickboxing or Muay Thai
Spanish
promotion
guy.
where he interviews everyone after the show, and he's fucking pretty comical when he's interviewing
No,
everyone.
no. This dude's just a old school. Just get in, get weighed up, put the fights on, bang them out. Everybody gets gloves. Everybody be ready. We're putting this thing on.
Let's
Banger,
go.
banger, 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 and then you go home. That's it. He runs a smooth show. He's been doing it forever. So we took the team up there. That was our last outing, and now he's fighting the same day as the Nate Corbett seminar. There's a Wishers card that night
At Gillette's.
at Gillette's.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So he's defending his title at Gillette's.
Who's he going against?
Fighting kid Lavoy, right?
Oh, from
Ryan Lavoy.
Regiment. Was that fight supposed to happen
It was
before?
supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I think it was like a long time ago now, right? I think it was like maybe.
Yeah, it
even
was
like
months
the-
and months, and maybe last year. Yeah. What
He was
year?
either- he was
Unless
either
he was
before-
going
it
against
was
someone
either
else,
before
too.
No, it was either before COVID or right
Oh,
after they
so,
opened.
all right.
Right after they opened everything up. You
Because
know?
I saw Ryan was supposed to fight again against someone else then. Not recently, but a few months back, and that fight didn't happen. Because I was at the show. I was like, hey, why isn't he here?
Yeah, so he's fighting.
Oh, cool. I'll be.
Full
Hey,
week.
it's a full day for me.
Full day,
I gotta
buddy.
put in for the. I gotta put
Yeah,
in for that day off, man. I'll call in sick, maybe.
Yes.
I don't fucking know. Let's see what's going on.
Mail doesn't stop, but you might.
It's May 7th, right?
May 7th is Saturday.
No, I got a hardcore concert. I'm going with my.
Hardcore concert?
Listen, my daughter's 18, right? She's into fucking crazy music. I got her into it hard, but she's into shit, heavy stuff. So I'm taking her to her first concert in Providence. It's a big hardcore concert, but it's on a Thursday night. I'm scared to death. I don't know what I'm gonna do in there. I'm with my daughter. I don't know what's gonna go on. If I can.
You don't know who's the show?
Oh, I just bought her a shirt too. Oh my God, I forgot the name of them. They're a new band. I forgot the name
The
of
New
the
Kids
band.
Metal.
Yeah, they're pretty. But she
They're
listens
going
to some
out.
old. I got her into Korn and she listens to like crazy stuff, but good stuff. I mean, but it's all like that's Slipknot shit. But I'm going to a hardcore show. Can't
Awesome.
wait. Can't fucking wait. But I will be there May 7th, correct? Let me throw that back up there one more time so I can give you guys. So guys, anything else you want to cover before we get? I want to cover that Shaun needs to fucking change his Instagram.
Come on.
Instagram.
It's not that long. It's very identifiable.
All right, so everyone, look at it. It's Shaun _
Oh,
red
man.
_ seal _
You're only mad 'cause you had to type it.
Time.
Nobody cares.
Oh my God.
Nobody
That's
cares. Look,
fucking-
they type my name, one underscore, the thing pops right up. Nobody cares.
So let me get to the
Instagram
man
knows
right
what
there.
you
So
want to
here
say.
we go. Oh, I'll play his video there. We can show him kicking somebody. Yeah, so what time's it start? Oh, let me see. Is there
11
music
a.m.
here?
Oh, shoot. Oh, they're grooving online. Oh, my God. We just broke the internet.
Did you put this together, Shaun?
I did, Steve.
Fucking Shaun, man. Check you out.
I do get a lot of compliments on my marketing abilities, you know?
You get more exotic every day.
He must have loved that when
Nate
you did
loves
that.
It. Nate loves the stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he actually gave me a
Is
nice
this him
little,
too?
nice little voice comment.
Who's that? Is
Yeah,
that
throw
the
some music on this too, Steve. We're bumping. Oh my God.
I'm gonna get fucking thrown off fucking YouTube. Is this-
No. This is my
You
music.
bought this?
I bought this. It's all paid
Oh,
for.
all right. Doing
You
good.
keep
Paid
pimping.
for, dude.
May 7th.
May 7th. Come on to kick somebody in the leg, smash him with an elbow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna get involved in nothing. I'm gonna interview
Get
him.
involved, Steve.
I'm
Get
gonna interview
involved.
him, interview you about it,
involved.
take some footage.
I want you involved.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't know, but whatever you said, plus take the seminar, Steve, you know? We actually got Wicked Muay Thai is gonna be there too. So
Oh, cool. So
yeah,
they'll
we're
be
popping
covering
off
it.
a nice little local nice little local event.
Excellent. You're gonna have will there be like a vendor or anything like that? You're gonna have anyone coming in doing anything
local,
in that way?
Yeah, Wicked Muay Thai is gonna do the
Oh,
shorts. And Nate's got some shirts. I think he's gonna bring down and set up a little thing for that. So
Cool,
that'll
man.
be cool.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, man. How much are tickets? How can we
It's,
can we purchase
it's
tickets?
$100 for the day.
Yep.
It's like I said, 3-hour seminar, 11 to 2. It's at Red Seal. You can DM me at Shaun_Red. Come on, Steve.
It's right there
it's
on the
right
screen.
there. They
I got it
know
right there.
Click it.
We don't have to say it.
No,
It's
we don't have
fucking,
to say it.
you know.
Come on, dude. All right, but yeah, send me a message. Send me an email. Call my phone. You can send me Venmo. You can bring me cash money, PayPal, credit card. It's all on my website, redsealma.com. It's there. It's there for the people. It's there for the taking. You just got to do it.
Nice.
You just got to do it, buddy.
So, my man, last thing to you, bro. Title fight. What are you looking to do the rest of the year after this? I mean, are you looking? I mean, what's
Stay
I'll
active.
go to you.
Stay active
After.
for the most part. Stay active. Just move on to the next. Just keep upgrading.
What? All right. With that said, what is next as far as like what's available out there as far as at?
I feel like for an amateur,
Yeah.
there's so much available.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have all the tournaments down south. There's definitely a lot available if you want to commit to it. If you want to commit to the training, if you want to commit to the travel, there's definitely a lot for amateurs, especially with it getting into World Games and Olympics
Yep.
and all that kind of stuff. The Muay Thai scene has picked up so much steam over the last couple of years, anyways. So I just feel like there's a lot for amateurs to do. We've been talking about them getting a good challenge. This opportunity came up, so that was something to jump on. But like he said, we're just gonna keep looking for the next opportunity, and we want good fights. We want to fight hard guys. We want to take reputable matches, and until he thinks he's ready to take the ultimate next step, which would be going pro, and whenever that is,
And making some money at it.
Yeah,
Making
probably.
some money.
It sounds good, but you probably
Yeah,
won't.
it's not. No, I understand.
Unless you get a good guy like Steve to manage you.
We got
Hey.
Full contact management.
Full contact management.
We just picked out another killer today,
Another
and we
On the
serenaded him.
roster.
We serenaded him for months, man.
Another
some
good
of
deal.
Some of these guys take months to to convince that we
This guy's gonna be a tough set. We're gonna bring a lot of negotiating to this table. You're gonna have to sweeten the pot a lot for us, bro.
I'll name the podcast
Sweeten
after
the
him.
pot.
But hey, man, we'll dabble in Muay Thai. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it all, man. Yeah, we're doing all right. I mean, Laz works hard. Laz, he maintains the website as far as keeping that up to date and stuff like that, and then he works his ass off with that managing side of it, and he's got a lot of connections with. He's got PFL. We just had Ali Zebian. We manage him. He just won at PFL, broke his jaw, but he's on the shelf.
Win's a win.
A win's a win, and maybe he'll get a development contract out of it, or when he's ready to come back. They love him. Now he just needs to heal. We have Colin Robinson, who's a amateur. You just met him. Just saw him at Lausanne's. He's getting work there. He just went to Gamma. Was in Amsterdam. Just won silver medal in a weight class is not even his, 205. He fought at 205, and he lost against an 8-0 professional fighter that I didn't even know you could have pros fighting there. So yeah, we got a bunch of.
Awesome.
We're trying to get the young kids,
He's a
and
good kid.
it's all about.
He's such a nice kid.
As far as us, I mean, we're trying to get them to the next level and represent. Just help them out. You know what I mean? It's more, we're not going to make money or anything like that unless we get to someone to the UFC
Someone's
down the
making money
line.
off-
You know what I mean? What's that?
Sure, the fight
Exactly.
game, you're
that's the
making
one.
money.
Yeah.
Dude.
You could have like 100 fighters and 50 of them fighting around the UFC or Bellator to kind of make a dime in this, but you know what I mean. But if you're into MMA and you want to make money at it, it's all about passion. It's all about passion. It's all about passion. So with that said, any parting words before we get out of here?
I think that's a wrap, Steve. We really appreciate you having us here. That's
We
a
do.
fact.
That's
Yeah, we
awesome.
do.
I'm
We hope that-
420.
Unfortunately.
And when you said you wanted to come down, I was like, oh, it's too close to fight night. This guy, fucking. But,
Hanging and banging, Steve.
Yeah.
man, I just got to go right back to get to the fight angles again, the camera angles. I'm so proud of this, dude. And then there's the Instagram right there.
Perfect.
I mean, look at.
Nice.
Look
Jamie,
at.
close out with my Nate Connors Corbett.
Is that what we're gonna do? Where
We're
is
gonna
it?
close out with that, Jamie.
Yeah, we're gonna go right there. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. All right. With that said, that is it. I'll see you next Wednesday. I don't know, or Tuesday.
We'll
I
see
don't
you
know.
Saturday night.
Yeah, I'll
at
see you Saturday
Noboundary.
night. I'll have interviews and
That's
shit
for
coming
sure.
on. That's where we will be.
Yeah, buddy.
We will be at No Boundary
We'll be there.
Saturday night. Follow Red Seal, Shaun _ Red _
Oh
Just
my
follow
God.
me on
It's on the
Instagram. You know,
screen.
it's on the screen. Come to
Right.
Nate
But
Corbett.
we will be there Saturday
good
night.
time.
Bringing you. I can't say it, but it's going to be sold out. It's always sold out.
It's sold
So,
out, I
so
believe.
I get to record
unless
when it's
people are-
sold out.
Unless
So
people are returning tickets,
that's not happening.
it is a sold out event.
That place was sold
as
out
of
in a
right
fucking
now.
snowstorm one
We got
fucking
the-
night.
We got
so.
the word it was sold out the other day.
Oh, you're all set then. So with that said, let me. Which one you want to play? The one he's kicking the shit out of someone? Or does it matter?
Yeah. Play something good, Steve.
I'll play. Well, this. All right. So with that said, we're gonna leave you off on this, and we're out of here.
On a Saturday night, my lipstick on, girls dressing for lunch. Who's a party, but we got the invite. All is in break, who's making dirty all right. I see you standing there with a gel in your hair, looking like you stepped out of a movie. Yes, you probably did. Chances I'm meeting actor in LA. All 1 of 3, now I'm up in your ear as you're sipping your beer. Said I heard you're all a little crazy, but baby tonight a little bit of crazy is just what I need for